This is a song about your body's control centers. Don't make fun of my singing. Well, you got two principal divisions, the central and peripheral nervous system. Your CNS has the brain and spine. PNS connects those some parts like peripheral glands and sensory receptors, muscles, nerves of the cranium and spine. Incoming signals come from afferent neurons. Outgoing signals go to efferent neurons. Most neurons are called interneurons, and these carry impulses from sensory to motor. In the PNS you get two more divisions, the somatic and autonomic nervous systems. SNS is all the voluntary movement. ANS is the involuntary stuff. More divisions for the ANS. Sympathetic and parasympathetic.
Rest and digest.
Alright. Well, that's some pretty cool overview. But let's get into a little more detail, huh? You know, neurons, they got helpers too. Little fellas called neuroglia. They support and protect the neurons. They also form the myelin on axons. What's a myelin? Well, it's the stuff that makes impulses go faster. If it deteriorates, the signal goes slower. That's diseases like multiple sclerosis. Let's talk about neuron structure. First of all, there are three parts: the cell body, the dendrites, and the axon. Neurons cannot multiply in adults. Dendrites receive signals from neurons. Axons send signals to other neurons, but they're not actually connected. The signal jumps across the synaptic cleft. Hey, this stuff is pretty cool. Rock on, you terrible, terrible singer. Yeah. Neural tissue has two main groups, white matter and gray matter. The white matter is myelinated axons, because myelin has a whitish tint. A group in the PNS is called a nerve. Bundles in the CNS are called tracts. The outer layer of the spinal cord is white, and the inner layer of the brain is white. Gray matter contains other stuff, like cell bodies, dendrites, and unmyelinated axons. It's gray because of all the axons that ain't got none that myelin. Groups in the PNS are ganglia, and clusters in the CNS are nuclei. In the brain, the cortex is gray, the spinal cord is gray, and the butterfly! The spinal cord has several functions that are essential for maintaining homeostasis. The white matter tracts act as a highway for impulses to and from the brain. The gray matter of the spinal cord receives and integrates information. Yeah, impulse conduction and spinal reflexes, those are the functions of the spinal cord. The brain has a bunch of different parts: brainstem, diencephalon, cerebrum, cerebellum. Medulla controls heartbeat and breathing, swallowing, vomiting, coughing, sneezing, and hiccuping. Pons connects the spinal cord and brain. Thalamus is a sensory relay station. Hypothalamus, heart rate, digestion, hunger, hormones, body temp, and basic emotions. Cerebellum controls and monitors movements, regulates posture, and helps balance. Cerebral cortex has primary somatosensory, visual, auditory, gustatory, olfactory areas, and somatosensory, visual, auditory, association, gnostic, premotor, frontal eye, language areas, and primary motor speech areas, and short-term and long-term memory. The nervous system is really cool. Now you know everything, you rule. Yeah.